Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel again. It's been a while since I made a video, but today I actually received something a little bit cheeky. It came up on one of the groups last week, and yeah, I just went and bought it. But before that, I just wanted to make a bit of an update. So the A4 Avant 1.8T Quattro, just wanted to show everyone what's happening with it, because I bought it a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago now, and with the intention of it was sight unseen, didn't start, was sitting for a while, apparently didn't, it stopped working. But you never know what you're going to get when you buy those type of cars. But just wanted to show you what that looks like and why I bought it. I just love the 1.8T turbo engines, and love working on them. And it's a little bit different in the A4, but still, the heart and soul's the same as the lovely Golf GTI's engine from the same family. So yeah, I just love the shape. I'm planning to fix it all up and then use it as a daily perhaps, and then maybe just park the Golf up for maybe the weekend runs, or play around with modifying it some more, which I have more plans for, but that'll come after a few videos. I've got to work on the A4 first, and first off, it's full leather, nice interior, very straight body. One of the reasons why I picked it up, really. But what's not good with it is that we did a test. One of my mates, Mike, came out to help diagnose what the issue was. I couldn't get it started for whatever reason, and it sounded like there was next to no compression at all every time you try and crank it. But I wasn't sure, I had nothing to test it, and came around with the compression tester, and sure enough there was zero compression across, or most of the cylinders essentially. So something's wrong, valves or something is busted, and I'm not really wanting to open up the engine and do a full rebuild yet. So what I've done is I've picked up another engine for it from another Audi A4, and I'm planning to just swap it in. But first, before I do that, I'm going to refresh as much as I can on the outside. So timing belt, water pump, seals, PCV, you name it, just refresh everything as much as I can, and then start to rip this engine out and get ready to swap everything over. So fingers crossed that does the trick, but also fingers crossed that this engine turns out to be something working. It did come from a wrecker, so but again, you never know what you're going to get from there either, but I've been told that it is working, so I'll do that, try and fire it up and go from there. So that's the update so far with the Audi. Bit of an introduction as well, a bit of a showcase. Massive boot space. So yeah, it'd be great to drive around on the daily, lots of space. Should have good power. If not, then I'll just put a cheeky stage 1 tune on it, where I don't have to modify much, if not at all, and then just leave it like that for the daily driver. Keep everything stock and OEM. But back onto the Golf now. I've bought something from one of the guys. So come from Chester, up in New South Wales, I'm guessing. And I'm just going to do a bit of an unboxing to show you what it is. Alright, so if you can guess what it is, you pretty much win that. Mark IV R32 steering wheel. Oh my god, that's a big difference. So the Mark IV R32s in Australia only came, they only shipped 200 units to Australia, so this in itself is, you know, rare, really rare. So 200 of these steering wheels made it to Australia, and I've got one of them, so a little bit of piece of history there. And it's in good shape, like it's really nice. Can't wait to get this into the car, so I am going to do that now. What you're going to need for this job is an M10 or an M12, but I'm going to guess it's an M12, a screwdriver to get behind the steering wheel, and I've just got an extra pair there just in case. Now get a small screwdriver so you don't have to take out the dash, or just take out the dash anyway so that you have a lot of space to play with. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. Righto, so we're in the car now. This is the original steering wheel that it came with. You're going to need to have the keys in because you will need to turn the car steering wheel. Right, so on each side there is a clip, metal clip holding the airbags onto the steering wheel. So this is where you get the screwdriver, get behind it, and you will need to turn it like so, and you want to have the steering wheel as much onto you as possible, and then there's a little hole behind, just like that, right, like that, and you're going to and sometimes I like to use the camera to get behind it and see where exactly this middle clip is. So I will try and find it now. Now you do one side, so you got a bit of a trick here. So once you find that clip, you push it down, and with another hand you're going to hold the airbag and try and pull it out, and then one side will pop out a little bit, and then you're going to try and turn the wheel the other side to do the same on the other side. So I'll do the first one now, and maybe I'll put the camera here so that you can see. Okay, that's one side popped out. Turn the wheel again, and do the same. Okay, just want to show you, I've got the screwdriver all the way in, and you will feel a bracket. Now that's popped the steering wheel out, actually, that's never happened before, but the whole airbag has come off. So what you want to do now is just unplug the harness for the airbag. Now it will, if your car is on, it will throw an airbag fault, and if you don't have a scanner, I do, I've got two different ones, then you're going to be in a bit of a trouble. But yeah, you just unplug the harness for the airbag and it should just come off. Fairly simple procedure. So this needs to come off, yeah, and alrighty, I got this little harness out. It is just the two clips holding it down. So undo that, and it'll just pop out. This little one you saw me undo there, and the black one is to the right hand side, so that'll come off. Maybe you might have to get a screwdriver for that one, so get a screwdriver in there so you can pop it out somehow. Alright, so I'm going to use two hands to get it out and then show you what it looks like. But after that, you can just pop your M10 in there, undo it, and make sure you position your, this is a good chance for you to position your steering wheel straight. Okay, and so it's not on slanted to the side. So you want to reposition your steering wheel again after you undo the harness. So I'll do that now and come back. Alrighty, so that took it all of 30 seconds, but you pretty much, you know, it's in something like that. Okay, I just stuck a screwdriver in and sort of wiggled it around, and then I could bend the pin at the bottom up there, bend it up with the screwdriver, and it just came out. So that's the, I would say, hardest part's done. So, and what you're going to need now is M10. Hopefully that fits. Nope, I need a bigger size, so that's going to be an M12. Alright, let me just go grab the M12 and come back. Alrighty, back again with my M12, I think. Yep, M12, there it is. M12 spline, and I've taken it off with a hex before. Make sure you're using two hands for this. Right, one hand is quite hard, so got the steering wheel off. And I've done this many times now, but it's always interesting to take off, and I thought this time I'd share it with everyone else on how I got it done. So now I think I have to get this airbag off and swap it over. So yeah, right, I got the airbag off, and now I can take the old steering wheel off like so, and it is straight. So off with the GTI and on with the Golf R steering wheel. So, and the difference is amazing. You've got these bumps on the side, and your hand just fits there nicely. The steering wheel itself is thicker as well. Yeah, it all adds up. So now I've got the R32 cluster, R32 steering wheel, and I wish I got the R32 shifter, but again, it's not a 6-speed, so and 4-motion, so I opted not to get it. But yeah, it's coming together now. So I'm going to pop the screw back on now, so we can start to plug the harness back in. I'd love to tell you what the torque specs are for this, but I always just do it by hand. Like, do it tight, but don't do it ridiculously tight. There we go, that's just where I want it. So the brown one on that side, black one like that. Plug that into the, connects up to the car. And then you've got the, where is it, the harness that plugs into the clock spring. Everything's plug and play because it's from the same car. And when you install the airbag, you just put it close to its place and then send it. There you go. So that's all in, and hopefully the car's been off this whole time and it hasn't got a an airbag fault, but that's in, you know. Turn it on, test it, no airbag light, switch it on. Alright, I've got the airbag lights blinking because I've actually got one of the chairs unplugged for whatever reason, but I've coded it out using VCDS, but it shows up flashing anyway to let me know that one of the airbags have been disabled. So if I run a scan, it'll tell me that one of the airbags are disabled. But look, if you don't have an airbag on your screen now, you should be good. And yeah, this is what it. Alright, so I've got everything on now, and just wanted to show you what that looks like. Nice and fat, guys. Really happy with that and how it's looking. But yeah, it's that easy. So if you you know, you find a replacement steering wheel that could be better condition to yours, maybe you find, you know, maybe you found it at the wreckers or something and you want to swap it over, yeah, very easy to do. M12 spline and small screwdriver so you can get to the sides, and then it pops out. And really that's the hardest bit, getting the airbag out. Otherwise, everything else is pretty straightforward and very easy to do. So I'm going to leave you with that, and thanks everyone for watching again. There'll be more updates soon to come for the Golf, but also now more content with the Audi A4, especially doing the engine swap. So that'll be exciting, as it's going to be my first, but really excited to have a go at it. Alrighty, so yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for the next video.